Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Adeboye can warn President Buhari over Ruga settlement. The Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has warned the President Buhari-led federal government to discard the planned Ruga scheme, saying the CAN do not agree to the implementation of the program anywhere in Nigeria. Earlier this year, May 21st, the federal government endorsed what it called the Ruga settlement scheme to control open grazing and animals nationwide. Pastor Samson Ayokunle, the president of CAN, revealed the position of the association at a church leaders summit in Lagos on Saturday. We, the Christian body, call on the federal government to immediately suspend and abrogate the Ruga settlement program, he said. Let me state it here that our position, although it may differ from that of government, is not opposition but a way of helping those in government. Our position is a way of helping those in government by calling their attention to the dangers that may come from the proposed action if adequate action and caution is not considered. We, the Christian body, also kick against the Control of Waterways Bill now before the National Assembly. The Control of Waterways by the federal government bill before the National Assembly should be rejected. Waterways in each locality should be controlled by local authorities. God created the waterways there. At most, they should be controlled by state governments. While putting up his comments about it, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Adeboye, stated he was in support of the position of CAN on the Ruga settlement issue. CAN must do everything possible to let the world know that CAN is one. Whatever the CAN president says is the final, he said. So guys, this issue of Ruga, I think it's really been put on hold. But I think the reason why people are still talking about Ruga is that because the position of the federal government is that it's been suspended. And we have heard from a lot of people from the northern group, uh, from the north, that definitely they are still going to bring it up. Though they've been trying to cajole people, they've been trying to, sell it out to many people, sending some people so that it will be a thing that everybody will accept at the end of the day, trying to tell people the benefits of Ruga and all of that. So I think that is why the CAN is still speaking in this direction, because everybody just believes that the federal government they've really heard about it, and they heard the people loud and clear that they don't want it. Like in the southern part of the country, you could see that everybody rejected the Ruga. They said instead of that they will go with ranching, which has really been on ground, that they will try to improve on that. And a lot of people have been condemning that Ruga thing, that they don't want it. And we heard when the citizens of those states, they warned and cautioned their government that they don't want to do that. But I think in the southeast it's being like, back and forth, and the people of the southeast are really on the neck of their governors. And of recent, some days back, we learned that the southeast governors, they have banned the movement of S-men in the state, and the northern people are not really happy about it. So I think that is why Khan is really talking about a Ruga of 18, because when I hear Ruga, I was just like, everybody would have forgotten about it, or everybody should just forget about it, because the federal government heard everybody clearly that they never wanted it. But people are not just too comfortable, they are not really comfortable about it, because they know that they might come up with something of that nature. But even after the Ruga has been suspended, we've been seeing a lot of hands, a lot of things that the federal government is trying to bring, but people are trying to, like, meet them, to tackle them, that whichever policy that wants to go in that line, in any form they might want to disguise to bring it up, people are just ready, and everybody is just on the lookout for any policy that might want to be related to Ruga of a thing. And just like the federal government said, that the reason of the Ruga is just to be able to uh, bring down the clashes between the farmers and the herdsmen, which is not the solution. And a lot of people have been, profiling solution, and they've been, taking decisions on how to curb the situation, which are really good. But the federal government is just insisting that it's by Ruga that they will be able to deal with all of this insecurity, which we don't believe about. And now, this is the first time I'm hearing Pastor Adeboye talking on this matter, on this Ruga. Whether he has said some things, in some quarter, but to my own knowledge, I have not heard him speaking on Ruga of 18, because it's really surprising that he said whatever they can says that is what is abiding with it. And meanwhile, Khan is like, they don't even want Ruga anywhere in the country. People have said if they want Ruga, they can limit it to the north if the people want it. Of course, Khan cannot talk for other people. If you can talk for yourself, but of course we should just understand that Khan is everywhere. But if the people say they want it, of course they will go by that. But people's opinions is that let Ruga be limited to the north, and which I think the federal government and a lot of them are really aware of that, and they've heard that the opinion and the take of people on that. But when you talk of Ruga coming to the south, people will not want to buy that. So it's a good thing. I think that's what people really want from Adeboye, that at least since you are respected all over the world, so he's not going to take anything for you to be respected even in your own country. Even when you try to give an advice, of course people will like, oh, he's a pastor, he does not have to do that. No, since you are respected, your statement at times has a way of going, and a way of reaching these people, because most of them still come to your church for prayers. So once you talk to them, they might want to listen. Everybody is important. That's just the way it is. And that was why people were like, he was not saying anything, he was not saying anything, how can you just be quiet? But when the whole thing hit his members, when they were kidnapped, then he started talking. So for him to have added his own voice to what Khan is saying that he's in full support of whatever decision Khan will be taking. So that is just that. And a lot of people are still reacting to that. People must talk. No matter what happens, people must talk. Everybody must have their own say. Everybody is entitled to his or her opinion. Everybody must have opinion, which is their rights. Someone says, Fulani never bring any good things in this country. My honorable men of God, talk with power, for God in heaven is with you. What is right is right. Nigeria with love. We are tired of all the talk of separation that is not implemented. Ruga is a political rape. Ruga is better for Sambisa Forest and all other bandits forests. When a community in the North Niger State, who share common things like religion and culture with the Fulanis, is rejecting Fulani and the so-called Ruga, you're forcing the Southerners, who have nothing in common with the Fulanis, as to accept them. That is not going to be possible. No going back. Ruga will soon crash if religious leaders always intervene. Khan and their political general overseer using Christians for political and their selfishness. This is not the way forward. This is not what we want. Let Ruga die a natural death. It has to die a natural death. Ruga scheme should not be strictly enforced in all states. The choice of the people should be considered in each state before the implementation to avoid further damages. So people are still reacting. But to me, in my opinion, I just think the federal government, they've heard, and they heard the people loud and clear that they don't want it. Like the governor of Borno said, he has already offered a Sambisa forest for them to go with the Ruga of a thing. So let them continue in that area. But I am sure that is my opinion, and that's my thinking. I'm sure that the federal government wouldn't want to bring anything called Ruga again. Maybe they might want to use another means, in disguise to bring it up. But of course, I know people are already you know, everybody's at alert to see whatever that is going to be related to Ruga, and trust Nigerians, they will reject it. But it's better that the government does not even go in line with all of that. They should have and look for other ways of solving the problem between Esme and farmers. That is just my own opinion. I would like you guys to comment on, let's hear your own take on this matter. Thank you very much for always being there. Bye.